Namaste. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Nick, and today I'm going to be taking you through a very brief wrist routine, starting off with some mobilization, followed by strengthening, and then stretches towards the end. To get started, come to a seated position, extend your arms out in front of you, and then bend at your wrists so that your palms are facing forward as if you were in a plank pose. Now imagine that you could bend just the first knuckle of your fingers and pull in towards a fist. Then the second knuckles will bend in. The third knuckles will bend in until you make a fist, and then slowly start to curl the palms to face towards you, taking the wrist into very deep flexion. And then reverse that process by extending the hands forward out in front of you. Palms face forward, slowly open up the first knuckles, the second knuckles, and the third knuckles. Let's do that 2 more times. Close in. And of course the knuckles, you're going to have a very hard time kind of individualizing the movements there, but do the best that you can. Extend back out. One more time. Really tug the palms back towards the forearms, and then really pull backs of the hands towards the backs of the forearms. From here, you'll keep your right arm forward with your left hand, grab onto your right forearm, bring the fingers together and slowly draw a circle with the right hands. Try to imagine that your hand is like the spoon at in the peanut butter jar when you're running low, scraping the edges to get all the good stuff that gets left over. Go the other way. 3, 2. And so my left hand, I'm basically using it to stop everything else from moving. 1 more. Good. Shake that out. Change sides. Left palm forward. Right hand grabs onto it. Circle in. Down. Out. 1. 2. 3. Go the other way. 1. 2. Last one. Okay, shake that out. Maybe in a tabletop. To start, you'll have your fingers facing forward. Circle the shoulders over the hands a few times. Go the other way. Turn the fingers in towards one another. Lean forwards and backwards. And as you lean, you'll notice that the weight shifts in the hands, but try to keep the hands planted evenly so you're not getting any leakage. Turn the fingers away from one another, side to side a few times. Turn the fingers back towards the knees, again forwards and backwards. For this one, as you're leaning backwards, try to apply more pressure into the fingertips. It's okay if the heel of the hand lifts off slightly here. And it's okay if there's not a lot of range of motion in this specific movement. Okay, now for this last little piece here, take your palms to face up. Slide the space between your middle finger and ring finger around your knees, and then take the fingernails down onto the floor, straighten the arms and hug the wrists in, or hug the elbows in, excuse me, and then bend the elbows out. Do that 5 times. So that's 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top, inhale and exhale here. Set the right hand down, take the left hand on top of it, bend the right elbow, shake the right arm side to side. Change left hand down, shake the left elbow side to side. And then let's start with our strengthening. So for this one, you're going to want to keep the base knuckles of the fingers down on the floor. Just the heel of the hand and the palm is going to be lifting up to start. We'll start off one hand at a time. So protract the shoulders so the chest is lifted. Lift the heel of the left hand off the floor, drop it back down. Heel of the right hand off the floor, drop it back down. And go for a walk. So that's about 5 for me. We're going to go for 10 of these. And then let's go both hands up and down. We'll go for 20 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sit back towards the heels. From there, take the arms out in front of you with your palms facing forward, and then with your fingers, hit the heel of the hand so it makes a clapping sound. We're going to go for 20 of these as well. Good. You probably can't hear the clapping, but you try to do the best you can with that. Now take the fingertips together, and then like the opposite of a crocodile jaw, open, wide, and fast, and close softly. We're going to go for a bunch of these. We'll go for 30 seconds. So not a specific repetition here. And for this exercise, we're going to be strengthening into the back of the forearm. At first, it might not feel super interesting, but give it maybe a couple more seconds. If it hasn't already started to happen, backs of the forearms are going to start to go on fire. Enjoy whatever they have to say. You keep breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. We're going to run through that routine one more time. This is a strengthening portion. For this second time, we're going to add in a little bit more though. So start again, palms flat on the floor, and we'll skip the one hand at a time. Let's go straight up with the heels for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift up onto just the fingertips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So this time the fingers are coming up, just the fingers are on the floor. Fingertips, I'm sorry. 2, 1, and then back to the heels of the hand push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back onto fingertips one more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit back towards the heels. Things are starting to cook. That's for sure for me. Take the arms out in front of you. Clap the heels of the hands. We'll go for 30 this time. So 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30. Let's do 40. 40. Shake that out. And then take the fingertips together. Open and close again. We'll go 30 seconds. It's not a specific amount of repetitions here, just a rough gauge of time. And if it's starting to get easy for you, then go faster. Open wider, open harder. The closing, try to do that softly. It's the opening you want to focus on. So we get into these muscles in the backs of the forearms called the extensors. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now in this last round, last little bit, open up wide, and then try to pulse even wider. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake that out. Oh my goodness. So if your forearms are cooking, congratulations, you did it right. Now to stretch out, take the fingers back towards the knees like we did a bit earlier. Walk your knees closer. Sit your hips back towards your heels. And then start to alternate a bend into your elbows. Bend the right elbow. Bend the left elbow. If this range of motion is really challenging without the elbow bend, you can just sit here. Left elbow. One more time, right elbow. Left elbow. Then make fists with your hands and fist bump yourself. Sit back towards the heels. For this one, I have my toes untucked. Backs of the hands are going to come onto the floor with the elbows out wide. Straighten the arms as best as you can. And then bend at the elbows. Straighten out. Bends. Straighten out. Bends 2 more times. Straighten out. Bends. Straighten out and then hold that position with no tension. So I'm actually going to walk my knees to the outsides of the forearms so they have a bit of support. Hands are staying in pretty tight fists so that all the stretch goes deeper into the back of the wrists. Take 2 more breaths. Go sit back, interlace the fingers, roll the hands out a little bit. And shake the hands in and out. All right, so that's going to do it for our routine. This is a great thing to do in prep for a longer yoga practice where you're going to be using your hands a lot, like a vinyasa. You can also do this if you're prepping for inversions, or if you use your hands a lot, this is a good way to keep them strong, supple, and healthy. So a lot of uses for this. I hope it's helpful for you. It's something that I do almost every day, some form of it, even if not all of those exercises. But I do some form of a wrist routine every day. Might be something that you incorporate into your daily routine as well. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know how it's fun for you down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Be well and be receptive. Namaste.